Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. So it's been a little while since the last video. I'm not sure what I actually want to do right now. I have this Sakura Supa that's been sitting here. I have added a couple of new mods. I think I want to bounce to the Junkyard real quick and just take a look around. There's a Skyline, an early model Skyline that I downloaded the mod for and I did one for myself and kept it, but I haven't found one since. So I'd like to go take a look and see if I can find one of those. Let's see what happens. Okay. What have we got? This looks like another... Actually, I'm not sure what that is. Bolt Supernova. Okay. That reminds me, I have that Hellcat, the supercharged Hellcat in storage. Maybe that might be fun to do. That looks like a GT20. Yeah, it's actually not a bad car. It's a in-game, it's a base game car, but it's not bad. And you are what? Sakura, another Sakura Supa? Yeah. Huh. Okay. Nothing down the rows. That looks like another McLaren. I gotta delete this mod. You know what? I really am... I have complicated feelings about it, but I'm not particularly happy about it. Is that another Moon? Sakura Moon. Okay. Oh, okay. This is... Hey, this is what I've been looking for. Ribbsan Starline. And this one has a wing on the back of it. What is... This is the first time I've done a couple of these on my own, but I haven't seen that. This is a car I know people have asked for. I mean, this is the R34 Skyline, but in game it's the Ribbsan Skyline. It's a Starline? Yeah. I'm gonna buy it. I think I would like to do one of those. There's something over there. It looks like it might be a 370. No, that's the 530 or whatever it is, Ribbsan 530. I have one of these in my collection already, and it's the only one I would. And actually, I might get rid of it because I have the 370Z now. Let's see. That is a Bolt Rollet, or Rollet. I've heard it pronounced. I don't know which one is correct. And that is the early model. That's a supercharged one. Supercharged Bolt Reptilia. Okay, I actually was not super happy about doing the Supa, but the Starline I think will be cool. And I want to take a quick look at the auction as well. Okay, and XJ220. I see a lot of these in the auctions. Ferrari 458, Porsche Carrera GT. I've got one of those to do still. There's a 911. And see, look, there's that. Kaido Racer too. That's one I want to do. I want to look at the other at the salvage auction. Let's see if there's... Actually, there's an E-Type. That I'm going to buy because I buy every 240Z that I find. And there's one of those. Okay. We have options. Wait, hold on. Back up. And that's a mod, but that's an actual Supra. And so this one is TRD. I don't know what that is. Okay, let's buy some cars. Yeah, so this is that early model Skyline. It's like R16. So yeah, let's get this. Okay, started at almost 1,700 and went for just over 6,000. So that's not bad. No idea what that car is actually going to sell for. I mean, the one I kept, I'm not going to sell. That I'm going to buy because I want it. It's yellow. And it only has one wheel on it. You are 7,400. Went for 10,000. Went for 11,000 more than it started, but that's fine. Store you, and I want to also buy this. So this is the first time I've seen this actual mod. I'm gonna remember to take a picture of it. And how much are you? Whoa! Starting at nearly 20 grand. I wonder how much that's going to go for. Okay, so started at, call it 20 grand, sold it for, bought it for 52, so more than twice, going on 3 times what the starting price was. That car had better sell for a bunch of money. So, okay. That was good. I'm happy with that. So, let's get back and figure out what we're going to do now. Okay, so what went where? The Skyline is there. I want that car. So let's move you there. Leave that there for a moment. Get the Skyline moved outside. Oop, there's a wall there. Alright, this makes me happy. So you are worth now 8,800. Whoa, sorry. How beat up that thing is. So we gained a couple $100 washing it and cleaning it up. Body 1%. And look how awful the... Look how... What is the frame condition? 6%. I think that's the worst I've ever seen. Looks like it's kind of a metallic silver, too. Okay, let's see what we can put in here. Oh, it has an intercooler. Remember to get that from the performance store. There's no fuel tank in it as it is. Now the radiator doesn't have a fan because the engine has a fan. I remember that from doing this before. I think this particular engine setup was used in another car too. It's the standard not the standard 6-cylinder i6 that we're used to. It's slightly different. And I'm hoping there was an R34 Skyline mod in 2018. I'm hoping that somebody will put that in. There's no engine control unit. I'm going to need to get clips. Should have thought about that. Get out of here. Just saw that I must have repaired there was one clip that came off, and I either repaired that or I just had an extra one. Okay. That's all the body mechanical stuff. What do I have? Bumper, right door. Okay, so that's all the body parts I have at the moment. Oh, that's the stuff from the other store. Okay, gonna need the left mirror for sure. And the left window, because I don't have a left door. Okay. Excellent. Looking good. I've bought extra parts again. Alright, so let's go and paint you. So that was metallic for sure, yes. Okay, that I'm really happy with that. That looks really good. What do you have for livery? Anything? That! Holy crap, that looks good too. What else? That looks good. Different color. With a different base color, that would look better. Maybe white. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to do more of these cars. That one's not so exciting. I could see it being cool, though. Oh, stripe on the hood. What was the other one? Black stripe on the hood. Now, black stripe with those side stripes, I think would be freaking fantastic. Red stripe. Okay, we're going with this. I think this is cool. Looks like a street racer already. This one, I think, should go together in a fairly straightforward way. And this car has all of its wheels, which means it shouldn't be missing anything, theoretically. Well, I'm inside the transmission. I just noticed that there's no oil pan. There's no oil pan on the engine, and no head either. No starter on this thing either, so we'll be buying a lot of stuff for the engine, it looks like. This rim, I predict, is not going to be repairable. I mean, this car is, mechanically, it's, running gear-wise, it seems to be pretty complete. Even though a lot of this stuff I mean, we'll still throw away the springs and the bushings and the shocks and all that stuff. The last few cars that I've done that have been so stripped down, I feel like there's a lot more to this one. I mean, we're really having to strip it all down ourselves, because the last few cars we've done have been pretty much empty shells. Now, with the amount of damage to the body, since the frame itself was so badly rusted out, I imagine a lot of this stuff is going to be trash. Okay, let's get the engine is just the block and the crankshaft, it looks like. I think that I'm not even sure if there were pistons in there. Let's get these tires dismounted. Play other games where you hit the escape key more often. I forget what I'm doing. That rim is 12%. Okay, so that's 8 small ones. And 16 large ones. And let's see what's left that's red. You know what? Let's just get rid of those, flush those brake pads now. Okay, clutch stuff, I just want all this stuff to go away, because the clutch plate is repairable for some reason. It really shouldn't be. And these will all be performance parts anyway. Oh, went too far. I want 4 of those. That should be everything that was flat out broken. So let's see what we can fix here. Okay, that went pretty well. Didn't break anything, at least. I should have done this, though. Okay, I'm not gonna get too bogged down with this right this instant. That's the wrong store. I need 5 of these. Okay, let's leave that there for the moment. That was interesting. I just noticed I had a view of the fuel pump inside the fuel tank, and you can see, and that's kind of interesting. I didn't realize you could do that. If you care about such things. Now these springs I know I'm going to need, because the springs are not repairable. Yeah. And I think neither are the caps, if I remember correctly. Yep. Oops, that should not have gone in there. Come back. You know what? I sold those brake parts. I sold those brake pads. and didn't buy new ones. I want to paint the calipers, so I'll hold off on that. This whole rear end, this suspension arm rear end is so, I mean, it's tedious really to put together, but when it's done, it looks so good. I mean, it's really kind of strange that sometimes when I'm working on one of them, I want to eat my mouse. But once it's all done, it's like, that looks so good. I'm so happy I did that. Alright, that's looking pretty good. What do I have now that I can get rid of? Repaired that transmission and got $480 for it. Almost not worth it. How am I doing with wheels? Need one of those. And these are all sport tires, which is not going to be enough. They're all 255/30/20. Well, I hope I didn't just screw that up. Tire size. 255/30/20. I second guess myself every time. I wish there was a way to mass paint parts instead of having to go through them one at a time. It'd be nice to be able to just queue up like 4 at once and say, boom, paint them all this color. Okay, that should be everything painted that I want to paint right now. Or just everything, period, really. Calipers and rims, excellent. This is like seriously my favorite new thing to do. That just, it looks, every single time I've done that, I've been super happy with the results. See, that looks really good. And this seems to work on any color car. If I put red calipers behind the wheels, it's just a little splash of color, and I have yet to see that like clash with anything. Maybe if I do a car that's canary yellow or something, it won't look right. But so far, it's been good on everything. Oh, I am really pleased with this car already. It looks really, really good. How much are you worth now? 66 grand. Paid 7,000. So yeah, we're gonna make a good profit on this car. Everything else that I have to buy for this engine, though, is going to eat into that. Okay, so the trick here is this Buck T I6 DOHC BU2 I6 DOHC BU2T. That should give us, yeah, it has two manifolds, fuel rail throttle, Buck 2T. No, that's different. Need this and this. I already have the exhaust section in the car. Do you have a turbocharger? I think you do. And throttle. So there's going to be a bunch of stuff we're going to need here, because I'm pretty sure there's no performance cam for this, so we already looked at that. So need 2 of those, 1 of those. Probably going to need one of these, the intake manifold, because I don't think there's a performance version of that. Timing covers. There's going to be also things like, oh, I didn't get like spark plugs and rollers and things like that that are generic. This isn't the engine that has the other 6-cylinder engine that was the standard one in the previous game had the side draft carburetors. Not side draft, it had the, oh god, it had 3, I think it side draft. Did it call side draft or side barrel? Yeah, so, 2-barrel side draft. This was the standard before on these engines. That's not a performance part, I don't think. No, it isn't. It still just annoys me intensely that there are manifolds and camshafts for things that are not performance. It seems to me that everything should be. And how many of those do I need? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of them. And it has coils, too. Okay, keep hitting the wrong thing. So much stuff. This one I think has 2 individual valve covers as well, now that I think about it. This is actually something that would be worth painting too, if it was visible. Well, it would be if you open the hood. If I were going to keep this, if I were going to keep one of these cars myself, I think I would paint these valve covers, because then I could look at it whenever. Yeah, paint the valve covers red. Paint the coil cover black if it's paintable. I don't know if it is, but it would be worth a shot. gonna need one of those and one of those. I knew I was going to need a crankshaft pulley. Because that weird belt tensioner goes in here. Okay, that should be the whole deal with that. I used to enjoy when this was new, and when this whole thing was new, when inputting the fluids was new and all that. It was kind of neat and novel, and now it's just like I want to get this over so I can drive the car. Okay, that should be, well, I didn't mean to look at that, but $103,000, that's fine. Where are we at? 99%, so I have missed something. What did I miss? Rubber bushing. Oh, there it is, I see it. Perfect. Now we can go and get it ready to go. Look at that. Oh. That one was cranked out as far as it could possibly go. It looks really good. I'm really pleased with it. It's dark in here, but it'll look different outside. It looks mean, man. It looks like a street car, a street drifting machine. I'm really pleased with it now. The last time I did one of these, I didn't do this model, so it didn't have all the little bells and whistles. So let's see where we're at. 287, so 4, 6, 17, 574 would be to double it. I don't think it's going to get that far, so let's see. at first I was thinking 500, but that was clearly much too ambitious. But 431 I think is going to be great for this car, and the tires should be able to handle that. It's going to put that in here. I'll retrieve that other car later. So yeah, this, I'm not a big fan really of the big wing on the back, but I like this. I like how this car has come together. It looks really nice. It's clearly inspired by the R34 Skyline, but we'll have to call it a Ribbsan Starline instead. Look at that. The display is in Japanese. They know what they're doing. All right. Yep, it looks even better out here. I thought it looks even better out here. I thought it would, but it's nice to be validated. Boy, she looks good. Just wish it was just wish it was badged as a Skyline instead. But we have to take what we can get, I guess. Yeah, it topped out hard. It topped out right at 157, and it wasn't. It was done. It wasn't. It didn't have any acceleration left for several minutes. Actually, not several minutes, but I would say at least 10 or 15 seconds before we ran off the end of the track. It was maxed out acceleration. Okay, cool. I am very happy with this car. It looks really good. So, yeah. Hopefully somebody will come along and give us the R34 Skyline back from the previous game. But until then, this is a reasonably good approximation of it. Oops. Okay, so last thing to do is to sell the car, and we already know how much it is. Whoa, even more after the dyno test. So bought it for $7,100, up $104,000. Sell for $112. Yeah, that's good. I'm pleased with this car all the way around. I love the look of it, and I like how it drove. Yeah. This is really good. I'm not going to keep this one. I was just about to say I was tempted to keep it, but I'm not going to keep this one. Get out of here. Okay, so I need to go and rescue that. Rescue is the wrong word, but that beat up, broken down Skyline has probably ended up in here. Yeah, and of course that's not going to do anything at all. Let's move you back to there. All right, and I think next time we'll do this. I've got to get that done. I mean, I just can't leave this hanging around forever. Since it's a base game car, I haven't been super excited by it the way I am this thing. So this will be the next one we do. Maybe I'll do that on the side, because I actually have the Supra mod to do, and I don't have to do the faux Supra anymore. So that'll wrap this one up. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I feel like I'm not sounding very sincere, but I genuinely am. I really appreciate everybody who watches these and leaves comments. So next time we'll do this or something else, depending on what trips my fancy, and we'll just play it by ear, I guess. So what was I going to say? Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again here for our next Junkyard adventure, or whatever it is we do here. So on that note, bye for now.